Listen closely, because what I'm about to say isn't just a message. It's a warning, a divine summons that demands your full attention. The world around us is shifting in ways we never imagined. Chaos rises, trust falls, and time feels like it's slipping away faster than ever. But here's the truth you need to hear. God has a final plan, a destiny laid out for those who are willing to prepare. You may feel beaten down, lost, unsure if you have what it takes to make it through what's coming. Maybe your relationships feel empty, your purpose unclear, and your future uncertain. But this moment right now is a turning point. God is calling out to the hearts of the broken, the wandering, the searching. He's saying, prepare now, and not tomorrow, not later, but today, because if you don't prepare, you will miss the very purpose you were born for. You will miss the final plan He's been weaving through your life. This isn't about fear, it's about awakening. It's about reclaiming the power and destiny inside you that no one can take away. So take a breath, listen to this call, and know that God's plan is greater than your fears. But you must be ready. Prepare now before it's too late. Listen, I need you to hear me right now, because this isn't just another video, this is a wake-up call. The clock is ticking, and not in some distant, abstract way right now. Time is slipping through your fingers faster than you realize, and the truth is, you can't afford to waste a single moment. The world around us is shifting, and the ground beneath our feet feels unsteady. Every day we face choices. Do we stay comfortable and ignore the signs, or do we rise up and prepare for what's coming? I know it's hard. You've got distractions pulling you in every direction. Maybe you're tired, overwhelmed, or feeling like your life is stuck in a loop, like no matter what you do, you're just spinning your wheels. But here's the brutal truth. Waiting won't save you. Waiting won't prepare you. The longer you hesitate, the farther you fall behind. The longer you ignore that quiet voice inside telling you there's more to this life, the more you'll miss out on the purpose God has laid out just for you. Preparation isn't about fear. It's about action fueled by hope. It's about standing up when the world wants you to sit down. When the storms come, and they will, you don't want to be caught unready. Because preparation, real preparation, builds resilience, sharpens your mind, and strengthens your spirit. It sets you apart. It's the difference between falling apart and standing firm, between losing your way and walking boldly into the destiny you were made for. But preparation requires urgency. It demands that you stop putting it off, that you stop telling yourself, I'll start tomorrow, or I'm not ready yet, because you don't get unlimited tomorrows. You get now, right now. This moment is your opportunity to change everything, to stop drifting and start owning your life, to answer the call God has placed on your heart. So today, I challenge you, I urge you, to take that first step, whatever that means for you. Prayer, reflection, reaching out for support, setting a goal, or simply deciding to be awake and aware of what's next. Don't let time run out on you. Prepare now, because the final plan is waiting, and only those ready will be a part of it. Now, let's talk about what it really means to prepare, not just physically, but spiritually and emotionally. Because preparation isn't just about stockpiling or making plans on paper. It's about what's happening inside you. It's about the condition of your heart, your mind, your soul. That's where the battle is won or lost. You see, in times like these, it's easy to get caught up in fear, confusion, and doubt. To wonder, am I strong enough? Am I worthy? Am I going to make it? But here's the truth. Your worth isn't determined by your circumstances. It's not measured by your failures or your fears. God's love for you is constant, unshakable, and it's waiting for you to lean into it. Preparation is learning to listen to that still, small voice that calls you back when the world is shouting distractions at you. It's about surrendering your doubts and embracing faith, even when everything around you feels uncertain. Because faith isn't just a feeling, it's a choice, a decision to trust in something greater, even when you don't have all the answers. This is where real transformation begins, when you start cleaning out the emotional clutter, letting go of bitterness, anger, and regret. You make space for hope, for peace, for clarity. When you strengthen your inner foundation, your external world starts to shift too. You begin to see signs, opportunities, and doors that you couldn't see before. But this process takes courage. It takes honesty with yourself. It means confronting the parts of you that are broken, wounded, or afraid. And it means saying, I'm not going to let those things define me anymore. It means choosing to rise above your past and step into the future God has planned. So prepare your heart, prepare your mind, because the world is changing fast. But the one thing that will keep you grounded is the strength you build inside. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Start now. Open yourself up to what God is trying to do in you. Trust the process. It's the most important preparation you can make. Now, let's dive into the reality of the spiritual battle that's raging beneath the surface of everything you see. This isn't just about politics, economics, or even global events. It's about something far bigger, an unseen war between forces of light and darkness. And make no mistake, this battle is real and it's personal. You might wonder, why me? Why now? Because the choices you make, the faith you hold on to, they matter more than ever. It's not just about survival. It's about your destiny, your mission, your very soul. The enemy wants you to feel powerless, to give up, to believe that nothing you do makes a difference. But that's the biggest lie. The truth is, every moment you resist fear, every time you choose hope over despair, you're pushing back against that darkness. You are a warrior, even if you don't see it yet. And here's the secret. This fight is never meant to be won alone. God calls us to stand together, to be part of a community that strengthens, supports, and lifts one another up. This is where the power of prayer, faith, and connection comes in. When you engage in this spiritual battle, it's not about flashy miracles or instant answers. It's about persistence. It's about showing up every day, even when you feel tired, even when doubt creeps in. It's about trusting that your small acts of faith ripple out in ways you can't yet understand. You don't have to carry this burden alone. There is strength in surrender, power in humility, and victory in standing firm. Your role in this war might not be front and center, but it is vital. Your faith, your courage, your commitment, it changes everything. So, open your eyes to this spiritual reality. Understand that the trials you face aren't just obstacles, they're opportunities. Opportunities to grow stronger, to deepen your faith, to become the man you were meant to be. The fight is hard, yes, but victory is promised. You just have to keep fighting, keep believing, keep standing firm. Now, let's talk about the incredible power of identity. Knowing who you are in the midst of chaos, confusion, and the noise of this world. Because when everything around you feels like it's falling apart, when you feel lost or disconnected, the one thing that can't be taken from you is your true identity. Too often, we let the world define us. We let our failures, our fears, or even the opinions of others shape how we see ourselves. But that's a trap, a dangerous one, that leads to emptiness and despair. Your identity isn't in your job, your relationship status, or your past mistakes. It's rooted in something much deeper, something eternal. You were created for a purpose. You were chosen, called, and set apart. This isn't just spiritual jargon, it's a life-changing truth. When you embrace your identity as a son of God, a chosen warrior, everything changes. Your struggles take on new meaning. Your pain becomes a refining fire, shaping you into a man of strength, compassion, and courage. But here's the hard part: embracing your true identity requires courage. It means breaking free from old lies and stepping into a destiny that might seem scary or uncertain. It means looking in the mirror and deciding, I am not defined by my past. I am not limited by my mistakes. I am who God says I am. This transformation isn't always easy. It's messy, it's painful. It requires vulnerability, honesty, and the willingness to be real, with yourself and with God. But when you take that step, when you fully own your identity, you unlock a power within you that nothing and no one can take away. This is the foundation for everything else: hope, faith, resilience. Without knowing who you are, it's easy to be swept away by fear or doubt. But with that knowledge, you stand firm. You walk with purpose. You become a light in a dark world. So today, make the choice. Reject the lies that say you're not enough, that you're broken beyond repair. Choose to believe in the truth of your identity. Stand tall as the man you were born to be. Now, we need to talk about preparation. And I don't mean just the kind of preparation where you buy more things, save more money, or set up your career. I'm talking about the preparation of your soul, your mind, and your spirit. Because if August 15, 2025, or any moment like it, comes and you're not ready on the inside, you've already lost. Here's the truth most people ignore. You don't rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your preparation. You can hope, you can pray, you can wish, but if you haven't trained your heart, disciplined your mind, and aligned your life with truth, when the pressure comes, you will break. And I don't want you to break. Preparation starts in the quiet moments when no one is watching. It's in the decisions you make every day, whether you choose discipline over comfort, truth over convenience, faith over fear. It's building habits of strength so when life tests you, your foundation doesn't crumble. Spiritually, preparation means walking closely with God now, not waiting for a crisis to suddenly get right. Relationally, it means cutting ties with the people who drag you down, even if it's painful. Mentally, it means feeding your mind with truth instead of poison. And emotionally, it means learning to stay calm when storms hit. And here's the part most people overlook: preparation is also about obedience. God rarely reveals the next step if you're ignoring the one He's already given you. You may not understand why He's asking you to let go of something, move in a new direction, or face a fear. But trust this: obedience today is what positions you for the break through tomorrow. So don't treat preparation like a side project. Make it your daily mission. Every small step compounds, every choice to act with integrity, every decision to guard your mind, every time you choose prayer over panic. You're building the kind of man who can stand in the heat of the fire and not be burned when the moment comes, and it will. You won't be scrambling, you'll be ready. Not because you guessed every detail, but because you became unshakable from the inside out. And finally, obedience. Not the kind you perform when people are watching, not the kind you fake to feel good about yourself, but the kind that costs you something, the kind that says, God, I don't understand, but I will trust you anyway. Because when God calls, He doesn't give you the whole blueprint. He gives you one step, and most people never take it. Obedience isn't about convenience. It's about surrender. If you're only following God when it feels easy, when it doesn't threaten your comfort zone, you're not following. You're negotiating. And God doesn't negotiate with half-hearted followers. The truth, every blessing you've ever prayed for is tied to an instruction you either followed or ignored. If you've been asking, God, why haven't you answered me? Maybe the answer is, because you haven't moved on what He already told you to do. That relationship He told you to end, that habit He told you to break, that calling He told you to step into, that apology He told you to make. Every time you delay obedience, you delay destiny, and hear me. You cannot wait until the storm hits to suddenly decide to trust Him. The ship has to be built before the rain comes. Noah didn't wait for the first drop to fall before he started hammering the wood. The ark was built in the sunshine. Your preparation and obedience must happen now. In the quiet, in the unseen, in the moments when everyone else is asleep. August 15, 2025, or whatever your appointed moment is, will not be a time to get ready. It will be the time to be ready. And only those who have trained their ears to hear God's whisper will be able to follow His voice in the chaos. So today now decide that obedience will not be optional for you. Let it be immediate, complete, and without hesitation. When God calls, may you already be moving, because on that day there will be no room for excuses. Only those who have walked in obedience will step into the fullness of what He has prepared. And I want you to be one of them. So, my friend, I've told you what I believe God is speaking, not tomorrow, not someday, but now. This is not just another video to scroll past. This is a warning, a call, a lifeline. You know in your gut if this was for you. You felt it. You heard something deeper than my voice. You heard His voice. Don't ignore it. Don't brush it off like it's just inspiration. Inspiration fades. Obedience changes your life, and if you know, God is tugging at your heart tonight, then you have to act. Not later, now, because when that moment comes, whether it's August 15, 2025, or the day you least expect, you won't have time to prepare. You'll either be ready or you'll miss it. And I don't want you to miss it. I want you to be standing in the place God designed for you, hearing Him say, "Well done." If this message hit you, if it shook you, if it made you stop and think, don't keep it to yourself. Somebody you know is on the edge, and this could be the word that pulls them back. So share it, let them hear, and if you're ready to walk this out with me, hit that like button not for algorithms, but as your yes to God. Drop a comment and tell me what He's been saying to you. Subscribe, because we're not just doing videos here, we're preparing for the days ahead. And turn on the notifications, because the next word might be the one that keeps you standing when the rest of the world falls. This is the time. This is the moment. Be ready.